So, Ian Ackerley, can you name one lesson or idea from abroad that's helped you or your colleagues?
I think I want to take the example of India. NS&I outsourced an element of our operations to India, largely to reduce cost. What's interesting today is, as a result of our relationship with Atos, we're now working with a company they acquired from India called Syntel, and we're using that to use robotics in order to be able to map processes and improve operational performance. So really interesting to see how that market has developed, much more sophisticated than it was.
Right, thank you. And are there any projects or innovations from this country that might be valuable to your peers overseas?
I think there's two elements. One is the way that we offer business-to-business services from within NS&I. And I think there's a real lesson there for how we work successfully across government to able to improve efficiencies across the whole of government. The other element of it is also about just our partnership with Atos, and that a really successful outsourcing relationship can bring benefits to customers and to the taxpayer.
How can we improve the ways in which senior public officials work with and learn from their colleagues overseas?
I think it's really about bringing people together. And there already exists an international retail depth meeting that brings together organisations from across the globe to enable them to share ideas, to share experiences of common challenges. So I think the trick is really bringing people together periodically to enable relationships to build and to share information.
Mm-hmm. What are the biggest global challenges in your field over the next few years?
I think that's a really good question, and I think the answer is digital. And I think there's lots of elements to digital. One is the cyber threat, and the cyber threat is very serious and significant to all of us, particularly because financial services, which is what we're part of, trust is really critical. I think the digital journey, making customers want more digital journeys by and large, but there's a cohort of customers who are much more comfortable in an analog world. How do we serve both groups of customers successfully? And thirdly, from the digital side, it's really about how do we leverage the new technology and the new changes that are happening. And things like open banking, the use of APIs is a good example of that. So I think those are really the big digital challenges that we face.
Right. And finally, what's your favourite book?
Good question. I don't actually read a lot of novels. If I do read a book, it's on holiday, and it's probably a Jack Reacher. But I think my favourite book at the moment, right now, is How to Build a Car, which is the autobiography of Adrian Newey, who's one of the leading Formula One designers. And it's a really interesting story of his life, of innovation in a very fast-moving world.
Ian Ackerley, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.